Yo, it's your boy Dctree from Dctree-Nation.com, where we cover hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. The Spurs recorded their first loss last night of the season versus the Clippers. And although it was a loss, a lot of positive things went on in that game. So overall, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged about this team, and you should be too. But before I jump into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Okay, like I said before, I was encouraged, even though Kawhi Leonard lit up the Spurs like a Christmas tree in New York. Other than that part, it was a lot of positive things that happened in this game. And one of the positive things that clicked when I saw the score and I watched this game, the Spurs need DeMar DeRozan. Like, we need to stop playing and sign this dude. You know, he's not perfect. He's iffy at the end of the game sometimes, but he is offensively so sound. He can score against anyone. He had 29 points last night, and it was a good 29. He was everywhere. He was inside. He was outside. He was taking jumpers. He was driving to the cup. It was just a brilliant offensive performance by DeMar DeRozan. No, he's not a defensive player. No, he's not a superstar. But, man, he gets buckets, and the Spurs need that. So he has to be on the team. I hope they can get him on the team for less than the max. But at this point, you might just have to pay him the max, man. Might just have to pay him the max. Maybe not like a 5-year deal, maybe like a 3-year extension, something like that. But you can't, not everybody in the league can just score like that on command. He is just a magnificent scorer. So the Spurs got to give him props and have to pay the man. Pay him. Another positive you can take from this game is the fact that the Spurs were actually sound defensively. That was probably their best defensive performance this season so far. It's still a long way to go. It's still early, but I like what I saw. The fact that they only gave up 103 points was pretty awesome, especially given the fact that Kawhi just got hot. He was shooting long threes, long jumpers. He was just making everything, but they were doing well containing everyone else. You know, a couple of the role players kind of went crazy and they lost the game, but hey, it was rather close. Also, Derek White was brilliant on the defensive end. I love the fact that he offensively is starting to get going. 20 points last night. That's another positive for the Spurs. And then, man, DeJounte Murray, even though he didn't have the greatest night, he still fills up the stat sheet. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. I mean, he's filling up the stat sheet in like 23 minutes. He's not even off the minute restriction. Wait till he's playing 30 minutes. Like, for instance, DeMar DeRozan played 35 minutes last night. LaMarcus Aldridge, he didn't show up, but he played 35 minutes last night. Imagine what DeJounte could do with 35 minutes a game. Man, I'm very encouraged by this loss. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm encouraged. But to be fair, though, Paul George did not play in this game, so we haven't seen the Clippers at full strength defensively or offensively, which is kind of scary. So the Spurs still have a ways to go. But you can also counter that Paul George, those 20 points with maybe 20 points from LaMarcus Aldridge, because he's not going to have a 5.5 rebound type game against the Clippers all the time. So maybe that kind of offsets a little bit of what Paul George is going to bring to the table. A little bit. Okay, I'm not saying they're equal, but maybe a little bit. So once you consider things like that, I'm encouraged. You should be encouraged by this loss. It's a loss. You don't want them to lose, especially when it seemed like they were coming back. But hey, it happens. It's 82 games. Be encouraged, Spurs fans. Be encouraged. All right, guys, that's it for this one. For more information on hoops, check out the main page, Dctree-Nation.com. Like us on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that sub button. Help a brother out, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.